him. I wish a nigga would. I got a I wish a nigga would story for you. I'm jumping. I know. We get back to young boy. But man, this one here really got me here, boy. I said, God damn. I remember all of this. Oh, I remember all this. In the black community, there's a saying, if you pull a gun on me, nigga, you better shoot me, nigga. You better shoot me. You better shoot me. That is the mindset of blacks. It's a very interesting concept because clearly if a person has a gun and if they decide to shoot you and you're provoking them by telling them to shoot you, well, the game's up now. If they take your advice for it, the jig is up, right? The jig will be up at that point if they took your advice. Shoot me. You pulled a gun on me, bitch, shoot me. That is something that blacks say all the time there. And so I remember seeing this video from years ago. Take a look at this. Boy, you're
They took my eggs off my head.
And what she said was this. You got to kill me. You got to kill me then. You hear him clearly say it.
They took my eggs off my head. You got. Okay. Things coming for real. Hey, baby, I'm sorry. Okay.
Let's go right now.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yo, baby.
I know that's what it's.
Damn, I'm sorry.
You notice no one's coming to her aid.
I'm sorry, baby.
Dinner. Dinner.
I don't want to die.
Dinner.
I don't want to die. Yeah, baby.
Did I just say I'll kill you?
I'm sorry.
Did I just say that? Did I just say that?
I'm sorry.
You. You just.
I don't want to die, baby. Please.
You. Call police. I just said somebody. Just call you out, you Joe. Tried to rob me. Tried to help your dad. Call the police. He just tried to rob me.
You may have heard her say that. I tried to help your dumbass. Did you hear her say that? Listen.
Tried to rob me. Tried to help your dad.
I tried to help your dumbass. And she had to shoot him anyway. You can see her. She begins to walk away. He grabs her, fights with her. And he said, "You're going to have to kill me." And she
Call the police. He just tried to rob me.
I'm sorry, baby.
I'm sorry, baby.
Now, you thought I was playing? I told you I'll shoot you. He tried to steal a gun from me. Call the police. Yes. Call the police.
You hear the people talking about, is your gun registered? Is that your gun? Listen, you hear the blacks? Like, here's a woman been attacked by a man, say he tried to rob me. And the black, is that your gun? Is it registered? When the fuck niggas ever care about somebody shooting or unregistered gun?
I told you I'll shoot you. He tried to steal a gun from me. Call the police. Yes. Call the police. No, call him.
Did you hear that nigga? Did you hear that nigga? Did y'all hear that? This is blacks. Ooh, this is black. Deep down in the hole, my nigga. This is black.
I'll shoot you. He tried to steal a gun from me. Call the police. Yes. Call the police.
It's registered? Imagine a ghetto nigga asking you is something registered. They don't even register their fucking cars.
No, call.
Just let him go, ma'am. Damn. Just let him go, ma'am. Just let him go. You hear the nigga?
He just tried to rob me. He got a whole surprise.
He got a whole
I just tried to go there. He just tried to rob me.
Call the police, guys.
Tried to rob me. He got a whole surprise. Yeah, I just tried to go there. He just tried to rob me. No,
just let him go, nigga. This nigga shot. You need an ambulance to come. What the fuck are you talking about? Let him go. Just let him go. They don't want to be held accountable. Just let him go. He's shot. You let him die. Just let him die. But by no means let him be held accountable for attacking this woman. You can see immediately what you do to him. White girl, George Zimmerman twin. You tried to rob him, you took his gun? They said, oh no, it's my gun. He tried to rob me. Is that gun registered? What? Can you imagine a lawless ass black, asking a woman after she telling people, call the police. This nigga trying to rob me. Is your gun registered? All these unregistered guns run around in the black community. And he concerned about hers after she done shot a black. That's very interesting. Let him go. But he just tried to rob her, sir. You want to let that black criminal go? But he just tried to rob her. Let him go. Let him go. Let him go.
Call the police right now.
I'm
Call
fucked
the
up.
police.
Damn.
He just tried to rob me. He got a whole surprise. Yeah, I just tried to rob him. He just tried to rob me.
Call the police, guys.
Call the police, baby. He wants the police. The other black said, don't call the police.
No, I'm trying to help you.
She still trying to tell her, nigga, I was trying to help you.
I just tried to help you. I told you I was trying to shoot you. You tried to steal my gun.
Now, you know what's interesting is, and this is some incompetent policing here. This woman is a police officer, by the way. Police officers are supposed to render aid even after they shoot you. She's not attempting to render any aid. She's not securing the scene, keeping the bystanders away. She's just like, she ain't call police. You are the police. You call them. You ain't got your phone? Okay, well, somebody should call him, but you should be performing some kind of aid on this man, correct? Am I correct about that? I'm not saying she's guilty and innocent. I'm saying that this is the level of incompetence, things like this, that you're seeing in these police forces. I did a video the other day. For those of you that saw it, yeah, she's a cop. For those of you that saw the video, I did a video where a DC police officer rode out to Virginia, beat up a cop, groped her, tried to take her gun. And when it all came out, he had a revoked license. Revoked, not even suspended. His license was revoked. Yeah, he'd been on the police force for who knows how long. And so look at her training or lack thereof. Is again, Chicago police officer here, not rendering aid to the man that she just shot. She just ran to call the police. Lady, you're supposed to be doing something too while you telling anybody else to call the police because you are the police and you have training.
How you know about him? He just tried to rob me. I gotta go to work today, yo. That's got me in trouble. What happened? He just tried to rob me. I'm trying to help you. He just tried to
And she's like, I gotta go to work. And we've heard that before from the receiving end of the bullet. I gotta go to work. She's not rendered this man any aid. I'm sure his family at some point sued the city of Chicago for officer not performing the duties that they are sworn to on and off duty there. So even though he was in the wrong, her incompetence or lack of training likely cost the city money here downstream. I'm sure they sued. Any good lawyer could say, hey, this man may have survived if she just rendered him the most basic aid. Maybe, you never know. He would have been survived. He'd have been in jail because they ultimately did charge him with attempted robbery here. You didn't,
did you?
And so this was a couple years ago. This was in 2023, actually, in Chicago. I don't know what city this is, what town, what part of Chicago this is. And you can see someone saying, showing no remorse. No remorse. She responded, watch this, showing no remorse here. And here's some follow-up to this. It's very interesting. See if I have here. Her name is actually Krystal Rivera. That was the officer's name there. And let me see if I can find it. I'm pretty sure I have it here. Krystal Rivera. There was let me just pull her up here. Krystal Rivera. I was looking at her earlier today. I was wondering why she was still, why she was trending here. And so here is what I saw here.
Tonight, remembering fallen officer Krystal Rivera, family, friends, and fellow Chicago police officers are getting together today to say their goodbyes in Forest Park as she was laid to rest.
Rivera was a 4-year veteran of the department, but it's not what she did on the job that people are remembering her for today, but her life beyond the badge.
Tia Ewing was at the service. She joins us live with how loved ones are honoring Rivera's memory. Tia.
Well, Scott and Don, you said it, that Officer Krystal Rivera spent nearly 4 years on the Chicago Police Department, last assigned to the tactical unit in the 6th District. But that's not the title that she was most proud of. Her most proud title that she had was Mom.
I saw a young 10-year-old girl who's known to me as Bella. And she looked up at me that night and she asked me one question. She said, was my mom a good police officer? And I remember saying to her, your mom was an exemplary police officer.
Chicago Police Superintendent Larry Snelling is talking about Officer Krystal Rivera's daughter, Isabella. She had been looking forward to celebrating her 11th birthday with her mother by her side, but that moment never came. Just 2 days before the celebration on June 5th, Officer Rivera was killed in the line of duty. Assigned to the 6th District's tactical team, Rivera was part of a foot chase near 82nd and Drexel when police say a suspect pointed a rifle at officers. In the chaos, one of her partners slipped and his weapon discharged. The bullet struck Rivera. She's joined the department in October of 2021, grew up in Humboldt Park, the youngest of 3 sisters. Her Puerto Rican roots ran deep, and so did her faith. At her memorial, Governor J.B. Pritzker and Mayor Brandon Johnson stood with her family and fellow officers in grief and solidarity. But the most moving tribute came from her own family. They say their world will never be the same.
Some lights shine so brightly. They leave a glow long after they're gone. Krystal was one of those lights. I don't know how we're going to move through this as a family, but it'll only be through the grace of God.
The burial services were private. As for Chicago Police Superintendent Larry Snelling, he did say that the department plans to carry on the legacy of Officer Rivera through her daughter by showing up for graduations, prom, and of course, if she plans to attend college. Live from Forest Park, Tia Ewing, Fox 32 Chicago.
And that was the same lady who fought off an attempted robber and they tried to kill her. Puerto Rican mom of, I don't know, one, I guess. And she was killed by friendly fire there. Here's a couple articles about the friendly fire shooter. Officer Carlos Baker was relieved of police powers Friday, months after he accidentally killed Rivera during a foot chase, and days after Baker allegedly attacked a female officer at a Wicker Park bar. I read further. There's another article. If it's not in this one, it's really going to tell you what's going on here. This is the woman. The officer who accidentally killed his partner in a foot pursuit and who allegedly got into a recent altercation with another officer at a bar has been stripped of his police powers. Baker is accused of assaulting a female officer at a Milwaukee Avenue bar last week after Baker, the police officer, Carlos, and another woman asked another police officer to delete videos she had taken, the media outlets jointly reported. The officer who was attacked required stitches. Following the bar altercation, Baker then called neighboring businesses asking for surveillance footage of the alleged assault, identifying himself as a police officer. That is very interesting. Baker, meanwhile, faces an investigation from the Civilian Office of Police Accountability in the June 5 shooting that accidentally killed Rivera, mother and 4-year veteran. Rivera and Baker were chasing a suspect, and when the suspect ran into the apartment building, the officers chased the man into an apartment where another man stood aiming a gun at the officers. Rivera continued chasing the suspect, Rivera the woman, while Baker allegedly opened fire. striking Rogers once in the back. Officers got Rivera, 36, into a car and tried to rush her to a hospital, but they crashed and the car caught fire. Rivera was moved into another car and taken to the hospital where she died from her wounds. It's all very interesting. Rivera's family has since called for all body camera footage from the incident to be released. The family also publicly questioned why Baker was allowed to be on duty despite a significant disciplinary record at the time of the shooting. The woman's family attorney raised concern over Baker's having 6 complaints on his record. The attorneys early flagged reports that just weeks into his probation, he was on probation, joined the force in 2022 apparently, the officer flashed a gun under his waistband to a woman he had been talking to personally while she was on a date with another man, and that there was also a CPD record of domestic violence. There was another article that I read, though, that was even more interesting. Now, see if we can find that article. And it's interesting that not a lot of videos on this. Krystal Rivera here. Let's see if we can find it. And I think this is it right here. This may be it. No, this is not it. I want to see if I can find this story without telling you. But basically, let me see if I have it here. I don't have it here. But basically, the family is alleging that the cop was dirty. Was a dirty cop. Let me see if I can find this. Let's see. Let's see. Stolen. It should be something like this. Yeah, here it's probably it right here. A Chicago officer fatally stripped Powers. The officer since filed police treated for a split lip. Here it is right here. The dead woman's family, Rivera, has called for a separate investigation into the shooting, and she wants the Illinois State Police, and they sought to pressure Chicago police officials to publish the not yet available body and dash cam footage. What they're saying is that, let's see if they have. They're saying the city hired a rogue officer. They took affirmative action to hire Carlos Baker when the only action should have been to terminate his probation and ensure he never wore a shield again. There is something else. This may be it right here. Yeah, this is it. I want you to look at this. I want you to take a look at this right here. Escape. Take a look at this. A COPA. COPA is like the Chicago police, whatever, accountability. Baker, the man who shot the woman during a June 5 foot chase into an apartment filled with drugs and guns, officials and Baker's lawyer had referred to the shooting as an accident. But Rivera's family has called for an outside investigation and the release of body cam videos. A Sun-Times investigation revealed that Rivera had been a key witness to the theft of a Glock handgun that was turned over to police at a buyback event. Any of you ever sold a gun to a buyback event to these criminal-ass black police? Now you're about to find out what happens to the guns. The gun was stolen from a room full of cops at a police station. Rivera told Internal Affairs about the gun being stolen, and she tried to find the gun herself in her colleague's, Carlos Baker's apparently, book bag, once realizing it was missing. The gun was later used in a series of shootings and was ultimately found on a teenage boy. I get one of these YNs to kill your ass. I get one of these YNs to murk your ass. So somewhere these police officers stole a gun in a buyback that's supposed to make the community safer. And what did they do? They sold it to criminals. And that gun was later used in a series of shootings and was ultimately found on a teenage boy. So that is why the family is saying, wait a minute, did he kill my daughter to cover up his crimes? He was clearly willing to go to businesses and get their footage and make a woman delete footage off of her phone. So the Rivera family is saying that he killed my family. It's very interesting. And so they said we have so many questions. He had a very short career. He flashing guns at people, so on and so forth. But that is the very interesting aspect that came out of this is that he likely, very possible, killed that woman.